I think it's totally fucking wild how what you are used to will use you. So much of our lives is just so completely unconscious. We are just autopiloted from the very beginning into this system of living that it's as if we're almost entirely unaware of until, of course, hopefully, at some point, our evolution of consciousness brings us to be aware of what it is that we've been unaware of. And that's if that happens. It doesn't always happen for anyone or everyone. It's a matter of insight, it's a matter of knowledge, it's a matter of doing, and just like I don't even know how to like explain how crazy this experience of life in terms of evolving is, because like until we become aware of things, we are so unaware of things. So unaware to the extent that challenges will present themselves and we will keep going through the same thing over and over and over again until we do something differently, and then we're like, oh, okay. And then it makes sense and it changes the direction of our lives forever. And so what I've been thinking about, especially today, is what is it that I'm unaware of, and what is it that I need to do to become aware of all that stuff. And it has appeared to me that consistently doing the same thing over and over again is just going to show you the same thing over and over again. When you're presented with challenges and you just show up the same way, you're going to experience the same thing. When you show up to challenges with a different way, a different mode of thinking or behaving, it will show you something differently. And I've been observing people a lot lately, especially people that are close to me, like family, and just thinking about how they've been approaching things and how it shapes their experiences. I've literally been looking at people and been like, you're just doing the same thing over and over again. But at the same time, I am as well. So like, it's crazy. It's just crazy to like look and like observe and see what they're doing, and also like reflect like back on myself and kind of get insight. And it's like okay, well, they're not the only people doing that, like you're also as well. So what is it that you can do differently to make your experience of life different? But just this idea that what we are used to will use us. I like saying it better as what you are used to will use you, because it rhymes. And yeah, but it's just true. First you create your habits, and then your habits create you. So it's like, it's almost as if that things will never change unless you change somehow. But to get to the point where you know that you have to change, that's the challenge. Because it doesn't always happen. And like you could literally be punching a brick wall over and over and over again, you know, cutting up your hand, breaking your knuckles and everything, when all that you had to do actually was jump and like climb, you know, like, or like hold on to like you need to, it's a matter of approaching things differently in order to get a different outcome. Because if you approach things, if you consistently approach the same thing the same way, you're not going to get a different outcome. And it's kind of like the whole thing of, I think it was Einstein said, if you judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, it will live its entire life thinking that it's stupid. It's not just a matter of that. Like obviously, like approaching intelligence from a different standpoint, that's important. But at the same time, just like approaching everyday situations from a different standpoint, that's the key. That's the key to changing the outcome of your life. Because if you don't do that, then your life's not going to change. If every single situation that you go into, you approach the same way, nothing will change for you. So it's a matter of learning to approach everything in life with a fresh new mindset. Just with the intention, trying as hard as you can to bring new energy into it, because that's the only way that things will change.